fields of hatred are not a place of honor. There's no mercy, and there's probably not even glory, but there can be some fun. I've been toying with the idea of dual boxing after reading this long thread that I'll post in the description, where everyone is talking about whether or not multi-boxing is legal in Diablo 4. Blizzard has made it clear, at least for WoW, that if you are manually controlling accounts, that is fair game. Let's dual box manually. 2 hands, 2 accounts. 1 mouse per hand per account. I had this idea, so I tried it out in Diablo 3, and here's what we have. So this setup is 2 PCs, 2 accounts. One is my right hand, and the other one is my left hand. The main screen is my right hand on 1 mouse, and if you can see the other screen on the bottom right, that's my left hand on a different mouse, a left-handed mouse. All of the abilities need to either be passive or clickable with whatever mouse buttons you have. So if you want to try hard, you can get a left-handed Razor Naga and a normal Razor Naga, or whatever flavor you choose, and then you can move around and press your abilities with just one hand. It's pretty try-hard, but if it works, it'll be cool. If you can see in this, it's just a small sample of what's possible without breaking any rules, and it's kind of cool, if you ask me, to be able to pull this off. When you do, it feels really good, and I think it will help out a lot in acquiring gear, leveling up. There's a 5% bonus experience boost in parties, and if you can do it in PvP, that'll be even cooler. Imagine you had a 100% damage bonus. Wouldn't you want that? Obviously, it's not going to be that good. But anyway, we can get into the build in a little bit about what I had in mind for Diablo 4, but this one uses the Hydras and Wave of Force. Diablo 4 is going to be different than this, but I'm just going to leave this up for a little bit so you can see what it looks like. The hardest part, the most difficult part, is getting your brain around the movement. Our brains are not made to be able to do 2 completely independent things, but there's ways you can do it. So for example, I was focusing on the left screen, my left-handed screen, because that one's my less comfortable hand, and my right hand could do its best automatically to try and follow that character. So maybe as we go, as you try this out, you can get better at it. I only leveled these characters just past 20, and this is Diablo 3. I don't know how fast that is. It's definitely faster than Diablo 4, but I could feel myself getting better, and I'm pretty sure that if you level to max in Diablo 4 with this method, you'll be a lot better than you think. I think there's a skill element, and getting good at it could be really fun. Popping over to the build, this is for the PvP sorcerer that is dual boxing. You're not going to be able to micromanage too well, so conjure skills are key. That means we're going to take Ice Blades, Hydra, and Lightning Spear, as many as we can. Additionally, we're going to take Deep Freeze and Ice Armor as defensives, and Teleport, because it's amazing, it's so good. For the enchantments, we definitely want the Teleport enchantment so that Evade becomes a Teleport. And with this, we're probably going to want on the boots, not this aspect, but the affix that adds an evade charge, because then we can teleport more and we get out of more stuns. Those rogues that are Shadow Step stunning you multiple times, you're going to want to be able to just spacebar out. But we're not going to be pressing spacebar. We're going to be pressing a mouse button. Finally, for the other enchantment, we're going to want the Frost Nova, because conjure skills have a chance to proc a Frost Nova. We want to freeze as many people as we can, and stun them if we can, because the aspect of control increases damage to stunned or frozen enemies. That is the goal of this build, is to CC the target and let our automatic abilities damage them down at higher rates. Moving over to the uniques, we want this PvP helm that is just best in slot, but also if we can get the chest armor that makes teleport stun, that would be fantastic. That's the Raiment of the Infinite. If we can also get any uniques we want, might as well take Frostburn. Lucky hit, chance to proc a freeze on the target. Alright, next thing I want to talk about is the Melted Heart of Selig Amulet. It's a unique that gives you increased maximum resource and then drains your resource instead of life when you take damage. So, I want to note that this build does not really spend much mana. Therefore, this unique could be amazing. It could give us 2 health bars. And since we have 2 characters, that means 4 health bars. That's pretty awesome. Let's do it. But if you can't find this unique, you can take the aspect that increases damage based on your current resources. Since you're going to be sitting at high resources most of the time, might as well take that one instead. These aspects increase our conjure skills, so let's take them. And then finally, we want to juice up Deep Freeze if we can with Encased Aspect and Aspect of the Frozen Tundra. It still remains to be seen how effective this will be once the game launches, because we don't know how it's going to work for PvE or for PvP. It might not even be possible in PvP. What if people can just play around the idiot that is just dancing in circles with 2 different characters? We'll see. Hopefully that's not us. Hopefully it's not me. Hopefully it's not you if you go for this. In PvE, though, you can definitely funnel gold. You can definitely funnel rares. And then you could even say you have two characters and one gets an amazing unique. That could just now be your main character. We'll see how that goes, but I feel like there's going to be something that makes this worth it. Or am I just coping?